we get misunderstood because of our many deities. When people walk into a temple, they see that. But one of the things that people need to understand is our religion in our most sacred, oldest scriptures. The God is described as one, and he doesn't have any description as far as whether he has a face or a body or anything. Okay, but then we believe God manifested himself in many forms to help mankind achieve their goals or save mankind from evil. So we have that
in a lot of different forms.
Many forms, yes, a lot of different forms. Some of them you are here. These are our main deities. Okay? So in many temples, if you go to any other temple, they may have different deities as the main one. Okay? In our temple, we have the one over there. The lady is Lakshmi, and the man is Narayan. So this is another very unique feature of our religion, is where we worship the female god, and we believe that two are the same, two are united, and two were needed to create this universe, sustain it, and in the end, of course, the universe is going to, yes.
Like
So
like
this,
yin-yang.
yes, because women are the nurturer, women are the creator,
exactly.
giving birth.
Yeah.
Okay, so that energy and that concept is there. It's very intertwined.
That's really different.
Yes, very different.
Than
yes.
any other religion.
No other religion worships
any female
yes.
god at all.
Right. But if you go to any other very ancient temples or cultures, I just came back from Egypt, and there are so many female deities there.
Yeah, exactly. In the Cleopatra.
Okay. So this is part of that, and our religion is as we have many scriptures. The oldest scriptures are Vedas. Okay, there are 4. Okay, and they're written in a very ancient language called Sanskrit. And then we have many more scriptures. There are some other called Upanishads that are like end of the Vedas, like each Veda has 4. So 16 more. Some people believe 32 more, and goes on like that. Yes. But the one that also we follow very closely is called Bhagavad Gita. And that one is part of one of our epics called Mahabharata. Okay? Mahabharata. M-A-H-A.
M-A-H-A.
B-H-A.
V-H-A.
R-A.
R-A.
T-A.
T-A.
Okay? And Gita is G-I-T-A. You can Google it. Yeah, you know that one. Yeah. And so that book we study, and it is not as much as God says this, God says that. It is there though. God says this, God says that. I am this, I am that. Follow me. Those directives are there. Okay? But it also tells us how to be a good human being, how to live our life, daily life. So Hinduism is called the Sanatan Dharma because we believe we have been here for a long time. We will continue to be for a long time. It's forever. Sanatan means forever. Yeah.
Reincarnation?
Reincarnation is there, yes. That's what it is, this manifestation. Okay, so when God manifested, he took a incarnation in human form. Right. And some are not. There is no human birth. Yeah. But if you see that Lakshmi Narayana there, he had taken many human births. So there are reincarnations. There are like 10. Okay. And some will say even more in region-wise. Mm-hmm. So there are 10. Okay. So if you see that one, that big black one right there, okay, and he is worshipped in the southern part of India. Okay. And he is considered incarnation of Vishnu or Narayana. Okay, so different parts of India has a different major deity to worship. Yeah, go
I've
ahead.
heard of Vishnu before. Isn't he like the overall?
Yes.
Like he's like the main guy.
He's called the main because he's the middle part. The creator is Brahma, then Vishnu is the sustainer,
Okay.
and then the end is Shiva, who is the destroyer.
Okay, and then
So the life starts over again. Okay.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, Shiva. And then do people worship all three?
Yes, people
Okay.
worship or say, but the Brahma there are no temples dedicated to him except only one in India. Okay,
For real?
real. And then more temples are dedicated to Narayana because I believe, this is my belief, that because he's the nurturer. Okay, but there are a lot of temples also to Shiva. Okay.
And
Yes.
yeah, to the destroyer, and then because
Yes.
you
Yes.
have to worship all three to have
Yes,
inner balance.
yes. It's a kind of the balance, and the reason there are Shivas now, each deity is representing something unique to themselves. Okay, each deity has special qualities, special attributes. Okay, and we worship them for that, as well as they have many other attributes. Okay,
Gotcha.
many other,
Yeah.
secondary attributes, I can say. So when we say Ganesha, for example, the one with the elephant head, he is the one that removes all our obstacles. We pray to him to make us successful in every things we do, every project we start. Okay, and he also has other qualities to him where he's very knowledgeable. He can give us the blessing to gain knowledge.
And then does each of these deities have a backstory, like their own stories and
Yes,
their own scriptures?
absolutely. And those are called Puranas, and those are part of our scriptures too.
Wow.
Each god has their own story, how they manifested, and we teach that to our children in a story form. So there are coloring books, like a comic book kind of things, picture books, and that depicts the story of their manifestation.
And then, do you think, or do you have your own deity?
Personal deity,
Yeah, it's a
yes.
personal
That is
deity,
called Ishtadevata. Yes, it's a very good question. Yes, we do. That happens depending on where we are born in India, and then which deity in that group, in that region is most worshipped.
Yeah.
So, yes, and so I or anybody else will have like a family god or a community god.
Okay,
Or goddess.
community god,
Okay,
okay.
yes. So, but
And what deity is that?
Anybody, it
Oh,
can be. You
okay.
get to choose.
Yeah.
You get to.
You can choose your
You
own
can
deity?
choose. You can follow your
It's not
families.
just a set?
Yes, it's not all set. It is families. So yes, family would expect you to
Yeah,
consider
follow.
that the main
And
one.
then if you didn't,
Then
they would
if
be
you
maybe
as
upset.
you grow up, if you say, okay, I also will worship these, you can.
Exactly.
The freedom of choice is there.
That's
Okay?
awesome.
Yes. So I would say like this, Ganesh, he's one of the major deities, very important. And he is worshipped in a big way in the western coast and the city called Mumbai. I don't know if you heard of the
Yeah,
Mumbai.
I've
Yeah,
heard
he
Mumbai.
has a festival, 9 days festival.
What?
Yes. So, and it's a
Not-
huge celebration.
Wow, that's awesome. And is Mumbai in India? Yeah.
Yeah, Mumbai is in
Yeah.
India.
Oh, I think the new movie that's
New
coming
movie,
out.
Hotel
yeah.
Mumbai, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that terrorist
Yeah.
attack, yes.
There was actually.
There was.
terrorist-
Yeah, it is on that terrorist attack.
Wow,
Yes.
that's
So
that's
it is.
crazy. Yeah,
Yes,
no, I
it
didn't
is.
actually think that. I didn't know that was real. I didn't know.
Yes,
that
it
was
is real.
Wow.
It is totally real.
The
Yeah.
whole the hotel.
The movie is based on the real event.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
that's. Wow. Okay,
Okay.
and then just keep going on.
Okay. So our religion is religion, yes, but our religion is also very much a philosophy.
Okay.
How to live your daily life, okay? And what do you do at the end? So we have 4 stages of life. we describe. This is your childhood. This is your studenthood.
Okay.
This is your family life.
Yeah.
And then at the end, what do you do?
Yeah.
You kind of detach yourself from all of these
All these
attachments and
things,
then think on
and-
God, study, all these things. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is one of the things that are taught to us, those philosophies. And also we are taught how many things we are born with. Like in the Gita, God tells us that each person is born with several qualities. One of the qualities is, there are three qualities. One is dark quality,
Right.
one is medium quality, and one is
good quality.
pure quality. Pure. So the different people are born with these tendencies. Okay, and how do you get over that dark qualities in your life? And what do the people with these dark qualities do?
Yeah.
And that is described in Gita in a very, very detail. Okay, so then it is recommended to us that we study and we do so many ways that we can worship God. We study the scriptures. Okay, we have deep faith. That's another way. We chant His name.
Yeah.
Okay, we do daily rituals.
Yeah.
That those are our disciplines. Like every morning we get up,
Yeah.
take a bath,
Yeah.
purify ourselves, then sit in front of our altar. Most of us have altars at home. Like you said, personal God.
Yeah.
Yes. So I have an altar at home. So I pray every morning.
Everybody has their own altar at home.
Most people
Like,
do.
with the statue and all.
Yes. Or the pictures.
Yeah, or just the pictures. If
Just
they
the
don't-
pictures,
If they don't have a
yes.
statue. That's
Excuse me. Yeah.
wow.
So that is part of our life.
So do you do that? So you do that right after you cleanse yourself.
Right.
And pray to
Put some new fresh
put some
clothes.
yeah,
Fresh clothes. Fresh clothes, not dirty clothes.
you put fresh clothes on.
Yes.
And then pray to your personal deity, and
Yes.
then whoever
Whoever
you
else.
worship, and then
Correct.
And then you go on with your day. And
Right.
Then
Right.
Go
At
on.
go on, and at the end of the day, again, you're supposed to, when the dusk is setting, you're supposed to light a little lamp, and again, think of God, pray, say a few mantras. I don't know if you know that word. There are
Mantras.
mantras.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, no,
it's a part of English lexicon now. All of these things.
I know, right?
Yes.
No, I get you. Yeah, no, I know mantras.
Yes. Yeah. So that's how it is, and
Only 2 times a day.
well, people can do it
do
more
whenever-
times, yes,
whenever you
but
want.
whenever you can. There is no
Yes, whenever.
fixed time.
Yeah.
Okay, there were fixed times in the ancient times, but in the modern days, it is like when you can.
Yeah.
Think about God all through the day if you can. If you can't, there are these certain times.
Yeah, where you take all your time, put
Right.
forth to.
Yeah. So this is what we are also told, that whatever you do, and this is where renunciation comes, giving up, is when you do things, and this is in Gita, do not ask for results, and that is the hardest thing for a man to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because you're always gonna want.
We always
Yeah.
want to have a reward or some satisfaction,
Exactly.
right? And what is God is teaching us that everything that's happening, it's because of His will. We need to keep that in mind. God's will is making us do things. God has predestined us to do
Okay, so it's
things.
predestining.
predestined.
Yeah,
So some of these things.
You wouldn't be doing this if it
Yeah,
wasn't for me.
right. Yes, right. And to keep that in mind, also, it is what all of the things that we have in life we enjoy because of His blessing.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
So
so if we feel, oh, I made so much money because who I am,
yeah, no.
it's that ego needs to be subdued, or let go. That is what we are taught. It
Because
is
all forth is to the upper power.
right,
Yes.
right. So and accepting God's will in our life, and really accepting that is the hardest thing. So how do we get there? And so it is taught to us that through practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Practice
Yeah.
makes
So
perfect.
yeah. So that's why it is philosophy that we have to practice every day in our life, not just read the scripture and say, okay, God said this, God said that.
But actually, like,
Actually, try to
make the
do.
action. I
Right.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Um, let's see. Like, so what do you do for work? Other do you do tours here
Yes, I do tours here. I am a retired teacher, by
or?
the way.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, no.
I used to
So
teach, yes, but I am part of the administration here,
awesome.
and this temple runs on many volunteers. I'm one of the volunteers who do things.
When it comes to everyday life, are you you're always looking to? Do you give more or pray more? Would you say? Like,
Give more of
give more of like your wealth or your earnings?
okay people. I try to. That's my personal choice.
Okay.
People here who come, we encourage them to, donate to the
Yeah.
temple because the temple runs on donation. We encourage them to donate to the poor people. Through we have committees that, take the donated clothes or backpack in the school time.
Yeah.
We gathered and give it to the kids
Yeah, that's
in poor
awesome.
districts. Yes, we do that part of the temple.
So when you when you're following Hinduism, you can have any job in the world, right? Could you
Yeah.
do anything you want? You can.
Yes.
It's basically free. Everything's like.
Correct.
All right. So
Correct.
there's no limitations to what you can do.
Right.
All right.
Right.
Because of your religion.
Right.
And then just go over real quick like what you can't do.
When you cannot do.
Yeah, like what you can't eat, what you can't.
Okay. Most of the Hindus follow vegetarianism because they believe in non-violence, ahimsa, okay, non-violence. And the things that come from the earth is the purest form of nutrition, the grains and the fruits and the vegetables. You understand? However, because India is such an ancient country, people got dependent on the land, what they can. So there were people who lived off of ate fish because it was more abundant in where there's more water, rivers and
So
ponds.
whatever was just.
So that was one of the sustenance that was added onto their diet.
Gotcha, fish.
Okay, yeah, and some of the colder climates, like Kashmir, for example, all the way up the Himalayas in the north, they started eating goat or lamb, the meat.
Yeah, lamb.
Yeah,
So
right.
is lamb a little bit okay too?
Yes, it's okay.
All right.
But we will never eat beef.
All right, never.
Yeah,
Never
that is
beef.
absolutely no.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay. So most people are vegetarian, and that means strict vegetarians do not even eat eggs. Okay.
Yeah.
They're not over vegetarian. Some people are.
Yeah.
Okay. So they don't eat eggs or fish or chicken or any kind of meat at all.
Wow.
Yeah. So their protein comes from dairy.
Okay.
And their protein comes from different kinds of grains and vegetables.
Nice.
Okay. And legumes and so forth.
Just brought up an interesting thing. You just said something about the food. The next would have to be like, dressing, how to dress and.
Yeah.
And
well, how to dress it depends on the region. Okay. This is what I'm wearing. This is called a sari. Most women will wear this.
Wear a sari.
Wear a sari. It's a 6 years of cloth that we wrap around and pleat and tuck it in. We have a little thing called petticoat. Gotcha. So, and the little girls will wear dresses, okay, and some Okay, now the priests are reciting 1008 names of Vishnu.
They're reciting his name.
They are saying it in Sanskrit, and they have memorized it. And sometimes, they need to look. But
Yeah.
I need to look. I have not completely memorized it.
No.
But yeah.
Those are the
So
priests.
yeah, those are 2 of our priests. We have 4. Yeah, and they take turns in. This is their evening duty, and 2 are in the morning duty. So yeah. So the clothes, some of the clothes are different in the wear they wear the sari,
Yeah.
the ladies, okay, and it will be worn differently, and the some little young girls will wear a long skirt
All right.
and a top and a shawl kind of thing,
Oh,
okay.
gotcha.
And the men, if you notice the priests, they're wearing something like a sari. It's called dhoti, okay. And then they're wearing a top on top of that. Plus, they have a shawl.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Does it matter about color at all? Or no, I don't know.
no. Usually the dhoti is white,
Okay.
but it can be colorful. Yeah. You will notice the deities are all dressed in saris and dhotis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's part of our adoration. And we decorate our deities with beautiful silk outfits like that, and then decorate them with jewelry. People donate those jewelries, you know. And
That's really nice.
yeah, and then we have fresh flower garlands every Saturday. And
Wow. So you just
yes,
maintain.
so yeah, maintain. So the priests are there every Saturday. Some ladies donate their time. They get paid for the flowers. They make the flower garlands and bring them on Saturdays. Then we
So
put
it's
them.
not like anything foreign or anything like that. It's all like
Right.
still.
Yes, it's done. So it's a voluntary basis, and people like doing things for the temple because it gives them a great satisfaction.
And
Something called seva, the service.
Seva.
The service, seva, seva.
SEVA. Seva.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's a service to the God and service to the community, service to the humanity, whatever, however they want to do, and that service.
Okay, just go a little bit more into that. Like,
Yes.
so the service, like, is there, by the time in your life, like, everybody has to, like, either, I thought in Hinduism, either you have to, like, work for, like, God, or, like, give back, like, your wealth to God.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have anything called tithe or something like that. There is no stricture that 1/10 or whatever.
Yeah, like
whoever can give. The more wealthy people will give more.
Right.
Poor people will give nothing much.
And then just like do certain things, like make this for the church,
Right,
or make
right,
this for the temple.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
So if you cannot pay in money, then you pay with your service, your time.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
You understand?
Yeah, I
Yes.
understand.
Yeah. Your time and your effort.
Yeah.
Your physical labor also. Like somebody will come and clean, without getting paid. So that is service.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yes.
That's really awesome. I'm trying to think of what else there could be. I'm just trying to I'm trying to tie the paper of like what you guys do or what Indians do every single day, and how that how that affects them socially. Like
Right.
socially, like what do you do? Do you, mostly are all of your friends like Indian, so to speak?
Yes.
Right.
Well, now actually, when I came a long time ago, we didn't have very many, and so the population has grown. So yes, we have a lot of friends, and then again, the friendship becomes a little more regionalized because we speak different languages. That's one thing. I don't know if you all know about in India. Different parts of India have major different languages.
How many different languages is
There are, I think, 24 main languages. Each state. This is the problem. When India got independence from the British, the states were formed according to the language of the region. Okay, So the region I come from, I have a different language than the two priests.
No, it seems smart. It seems smart at the time, so they wouldn't like throw people together that didn't want to be together.
Right.
But it's still what I
Yeah.
mean. It does
It
individualize and idolizes. Yeah.
Right. So, but anyway, that nurtured the languages. So each language is very enriched in that sense. But so the literature or the music or poetry or anything that gets
So
written in that
everything's
language.
just like different,
Yes.
24 ways.
24, 24 ways of speaking.
Yeah,
Not
and then
not necessarily always 24 ways of doing
worship
of
and
worship.
doctrine.
Worship is also very different. Like I said, individualist devata. So it gets like kind of individualist sometimes.
Yeah.
So again, yes, in the regions, like I said, Ganesh is very popular in Mumbai area. Okay, the goddess Durga, that is the one deity all the way to the right over there. She is very much adored where I am from. Okay, and so this is, and some other deities are worshipped all over India. Okay, so and that's one thing. As for socializing, we all people from all walks of life come here. Okay, so we socialize with everybody. So there is a big social aspect to our temple. Just like in church, people have social gatherings, right?
And they have like
So we have that. So every all our worship, big festivals, we always have food. We can't do without food.
Yeah, I
Lots
know,
of
right?
food.
Exactly.
Lots of
Yes,
food.
yes.
And so when we have that food, the dinner or lunch that is served, we have the social time at that time. Okay.
Yeah.
So and outside of the temple, we also mix with whoever whoever is our friend, whether they speak our language or not. We have that social life, and also our neighbors who are not
Exactly.
not
They're not
Indian.
yeah.
They're other from other countries and are America. So that's everyday life is work, and then weekends are for socializing or coming to the temple or
Yeah.
doing other things. Yes.
Um, how do you think that? I know that every household could be different for raising a child.
Yes.
But are there certain standards that are set for all households? That because like no, Indians are always smarter than what I mean. Like you guys just are for some like you guys do something that is different in your guys' culture that makes you guys greater. That makes you guys want to be well, not you're not like better than anybody else, so
No.
to speak, but your education and like it seems like that you guys have a plan before than many others do. That you
Yes.
guys get it together before like let's
Yes,
say like,
the education, there is huge emphasis in our culture for education. That comes with this old idea of studying scriptures. Okay?
Yeah.
So education. And the idea is the education gives you the knowledge and ultimate knowledge. Okay? Not just the knowledge to be successful in your profession or whatever profession you have. So yes, and especially people like the first generation immigrants like me, when we have children, we are all educated. Okay, first of all, the first generation immigrants who came, we had to be educated to a certain level to come to be able to get a job here.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then we came here and we went to school here to add on to our resume in order to get promotions or what have you. Okay. So many of my friends came here, did their PhD here. My husband came here and he was a doctor already. He did his internship here all over again. Okay.
Yeah, just to
That's to be
like to what is it to validate
right, validate their yes. So when our children are born, we try to get them to mind their studies, education, and that is part of the discipline or daily living, and
is there a lot of discipline in
discipline in the sense, okay, sit down and let's do your homework kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay, that type of thing. Yes.
And then I did have this situation happen to me before. I was in a BPA group, Business Professionals America. I went to I found out that one of my friends, his name's Jason or whatnot. His family or yeah, his family is Christians that are Indian, and then so which not. I had one of my other friends, Harshith, tell me that he's looked at as like an outsider almost. Yeah. So if like if an Indian like group like does worship another god like that, obviously they're considered outsiders, and then
No,
was it
that is a very wrong information. The reason is Christianity had come long, many hundred years ago
Yeah.
to India. Okay, the missionaries came, they set up churches, and then British came. India was under British rule for a long time, so a lot of people got converted. They are getting converted even now, and the Muslims were there. Okay, so there are a lot of people who are Muslim in India. Muslim, and so there is a huge group from the southwestern state called Kerala, where half the populations are Christian, and half the and some well, I said 30% is Christian, 30% is Muslim, 30% is
that's
Hindu.
crazy.
So so Indians have lived with different religions forever. So nobody is an outsider.
Yeah.
Nobody
And it
is
doesn't really
considered.
seem like anybody's
No,
really
it is not.
violent against each
No,
other
no,
or never
no,
like
it
that.
is not. It is not. Matter of fact,
Gotcha.
So, and all of those Christians who are who they are educated also. They are just as successful. Just as well-to-do as any other, as Hindus or whatever.
Like Gandhi was Vishnu,
No,
right?
Gandhi
Or
was a Hindu.
no, Gandhi was a Hindu.
Yes.
Or I know Vishnu has been reincarnated before. Has there been like certain form? Has he been in a person like in when someone is alive? They're not considered like the reincarnation of.
No.
Okay.
No. Let me tell you though, there is a huge culture in India that believes and worships a guru or a teacher.
Okay.
Okay? We are supposed to revere our teacher. The ultimate teacher is Vishnu, okay, or Krishna, who taught us Bhagavad Gita. That's his word. Bhagavad Gita means song of God. Okay? So he gave us that book. So he's the first teacher.
Yeah.
Or any other
Vishnu.
teacher follows the guru. The concept of guru, Guru,
Yeah.
has become a part of English lexicon because it is whoever is your spiritual teacher, who is your academic teacher, whoever is your teacher.
Yeah.
It's a very important thing. Okay, so we all believe in that somebody will teach us something, and then if we accept somebody as our guru,